fact, it's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Washington Commanders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Already here, they'll audible to something else. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, if they have any thoughts of coming in here and getting this road victory, that's not the way to start it out on the first play of the game. Yeah, one thing you always say when you go on the road, take the crowd out of the game. They actually brought the crowd into it by permitting that sack right out of the gate. A first carry here for Kaneng-Nwangu. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge. Back to Nwangu again on first down. And running with power here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 45 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ball game. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive. I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right? They didn't get the memo. They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. Now they'll change things up. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. He finds his man complete. That's Harvey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. 3rd and 4. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Was that the incorrect read or just more an error on the throw by the quarterback? I lean more towards the latter because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw. And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a 4th down. And his kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though. Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all. the Commanders come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Breaks through the contact. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play for one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down movement. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
In motion left, that's Thornton. Again, it's Smith. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Powell completing the quick throw out wide. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after one. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. First down, how to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Smith trying to run for it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Another try for Smith. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Smith. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. Well, they did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And now they'll shift things around. Another run now for Nwangu. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. 109 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Up the middle, Nwangu. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. A nightmare on third and goal. He sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you got those early holiday shoppers, or you want those guys to get your list done, because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They'll run it again with Smith. Able to slither by, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Smith up the middle. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got him on, it's Tyquan Thornton. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Howell throwing on first down here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Howell. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. It's Howell with another throw. He finds his man complete. That's Neal. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. One last shot before the break. Howell. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they say no to the field goal try late in the half, and it winds up really paying off as they score on the final play.
Yeah, a little bit of a gamble, but they had some foresight as well because they knew they were going to get the ball to start the third quarter. So they thought to themselves, if we score here, we can double up on back-to-back drives when we start the second half.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and the lead is up to 5. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here. That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Howell sliding out of the pocket. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Howell, he'll look to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to take every trick in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now they'll audible to something else. They'll go right back to the Wangu. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Give left side here for Nwangu. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. Operating from the gun, Barker. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Straight ahead is Nwangu. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
To throw on 2nd down, Barker eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Handoff here to Nwangu. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 38. On the give is Nwangu. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. An audible here to get a new look. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Moore, the man in motion. They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So they convert on fourth, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Barker. They'll roll him out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
When you count on one hand the number of completions you have in the game, and we're in the second half, that tells you it's really not been your day.
Yeah, but you're losing. You can't just abandon the passing game altogether.
Yeah, maybe you can get hot, string a few together, and get rolling.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. To throw on 3rd down. Barker. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line. On the run is Nwangu. Fights him off. 140 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Nwangu. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Washington on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now it's Nwangu. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. How about this? They'll change it at the line. They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Smith as he'll try to run some clock. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Howell now to throw it. Working the middle of the field, and he's getting the incomplete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
What a call there on 3rd down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a 1st down, but it's a big play to boot.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there. With touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Commanders sure look like they're going to be moving to 8-1 as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. The drive. Barker. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill. When your guys are struggling to put points on the board all afternoon, there's an incompletion right there.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
On third down, Barker. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 2 timeouts remaining, but time is of the essence. Down 2 scores. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Barker. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time is run out on this ball game. So it's the Commanders who come away with a win, and it was thanks